Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. My name is Sam and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a morning routine living on a sailboat. I don't actually own a sailboat quite yet, unfortunately. One day I would love to buy one, but I was able to find one for a good price to rent out for the month in San Diego, California, and so that is what I did. I did rent it with a friend. My friend is out of town, unfortunately, so it's just me this weekend. And I thought it would be a great time to show you guys kind of my own personal morning routine, and then we can have a boat tour later when she returns, so I'm looking forward to that. But basically, I like to wake up on a Saturday morning and really just give myself time to reflect on the week, think about goals for the upcoming week, and how I can facilitate those goals on the weekend. It's kind of hard and daunting to start with a new mindset on a Monday morning, so I find that Saturday morning is the best time to reset, especially more of my personal goals. If you've seen my intro video, you know that I'm an engineering student in Chicago. That is still true. I'm just doing virtual work here, so this is not the time I like to reset my internal student calendar, but this is more so my own personal goals, the things I value, etc. I think also it's a great time to just be mindful of what you're doing from a consumption standpoint. I find that throughout the school week, the more it prolongs, the more I start consuming different social medias. I'll re-download Instagram just to check up on friends, but it becomes overwhelming after a certain amount of time. I'll watch more YouTube videos than I should. And because I've read so much material in my classes, I won't be as inspired to read. And so that's ultimately what my goal is this morning. You'll see I do some journaling, reading, but also just kind of the fun stuff like brushing my teeth and getting to open my window to this glorious marina every morning, which has just been awesome. So I really hope you enjoy this. It is a Saturday. I don't think I'm gonna go on a run this morning, but there are days that I do. Maybe in a future video I'll show you guys kind of my running views, but I really just want to go to the beach today, so I'm gonna get ready for the beach. I think I'm gonna go to Ocean Beach today. It's a really pretty clear beach. There's a lot of hippies there. It's fun and quirky. It's kind of like Venice, but a little bit more relaxed down here in San Diego. And I'm just gonna relax and tan, take in the sun, and just enjoy this beautiful Saturday. I also need to prepare for a midterm I have on Monday for heat and math. That's gonna be fun, but I had a lot this week. I had, exams, job interviews, just the whole grind, and so it's nice to reset. So I really like to wake up and just observe the world around me, not pull out my phone right away, but make sure I'm really being present. Nice to slowly get out of bed because, well, it's been quite a week, hasn't it? And just kind of give yourself time to be able to go at your own pace. Another really important thing to do right when you wake up is to drink some water. You lose a lot of water when you're asleep, and so it's important to drink right when you wake up. Hello, everyone. And then I go to the lovely sink in the sailboat. There is a bathroom, but I have been using the pump out here, which you'll see. So, yeah, anyways, there's no real reason, but I'm using the kitchen sink today. I'm using a nice natural cleaner for my face. Just want to feel clean when you wake up all groggy in the morning, and then just dance. Enjoy and think about how much you'll enjoy the day ahead of you. I've been moisturizing a lot recently, and I think it's benefiting me. I don't have the best skin, and so that's something I'm really focusing on this summer, is just making sure I'm prioritizing self-care. And then one fun component of boat life is being able to actually open the door in the morning. I sleep with these wood planks up, and this is the door. It's nothing more secure than this, which I kind of find hilarious. So you just kind of slide those away, and ta-da! And here is my beautiful morning view of the marina. It's so peaceful. You sometimes hear the seagulls crowing, and I love it. And then, of course, one of my favorite parts of the day is getting my French press ready. I've been using this organic blend that the Airbnb host whose place I'm staying at right now left for us, and it's delicious. I will leave a link to it, actually, because I recommend it. And then I always forget that I've been standing in silence and I need to listen to something. And recently I've been listening to The New Abnormal by the strokes pretty much nonstop. So that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, I've really enjoyed bringing my French press around with me as I travel and having that as my constant coffee source. Then I remember that I am an adult human being and I should probably make my bed, so that's what I'm doing here. As I wait for my French press to finish, it does take usually 4 minutes. Here's the fun little fridge I wanted to show you guys in the boat, and ta-da! Oh yeah, best part of the day. Just kidding, the day will only get better from here. I also wanted to read a few things from my journal and from the Overstory, which was the book that you might have noticed I was reading earlier. So I'm going to start with the journal, and the reason I'm going to start here is because this morning routine is also relevant to me, because every time I move to a new place, it could be an Airbnb that I've decided to live in for the month, or traveling, anything like that, it's very, very hard to find and adapt quickly. It's very, very hard to adjust and to find your routines as a human being. I mean, sometimes when I go to school, it takes months to be able to find what works for me. And I think now maybe I'm more understanding of my life in Chicago, but anytime I move somewhere else, I have to reevaluate how to human, especially in the morning. And so this morning routine is important because it shows I've come a long way. It's in the past week and a half that I've been here, where a week and a half ago I woke up just confused as to what to do, overwhelmed by all the prospects of the things that I could be doing, and therefore that kind of just shut me down. I have told myself I'm going to be more intentional with my time and give myself the space also to relax. This is what I want to read to you guys. I need to grow to accept that things take some adjusting. It's so unfair to assume that I'll be instantaneously comfortable when I change setting. Uncomfortability is good, maybe even healthy. Not fully knowing yourself yet in a new setting is okay. You have to give yourself space to accept scary and new situations. Uncomfortability is a gift. And so I have like 4 tenets. 1 is set intention each day. 2 is be present. 3 is decide what feels right. Don't assume what'll feel right, decide. And number 4 is allow discomfort to be present but not disruptive. Negative. So I thought that was a good way to kind of tie in the morning routine aspect, because having a good morning routine where you wake up and you know, kind of, you at least have a blueprint for what your day is going to look like is so, so important in being able to be comfortable with that uncomfortability, because at least you have some blueprint, versus if you wake up with no idea what you're going to do, you're going to freak out, shut down. Okay, this is The Overstory by Richard Powers, and this book to me, I guess, is a reminder of the vastness, the unknownness, and most importantly, the interconnectedness of the natural world that we kind of just, look at and we think, oh, there's some trees. I think that's true for a lot of people. I personally used to be a lot like that, and I was so wrapped up in the unnatural world and what that meant, but I was, I felt a bit more lost. And so over the year, especially, I was able to go hiking more, and I was able to go on backpacking trips and move to remote places, and I fell in love with nature. But I think you're gonna learn a lot about my love for sustainable living, and that what better place to do that than in a forest or in, somewhere more remote. So anyways, I love the story. I'll talk more on that in later videos, but I think it's really a just well-written story. Richard Powers, well done. There is one quote in here that I have written on my little post-it note, and it says, "Every man should be capable of all ideas. I believe in the future he shall be." I have this theory about intelligence that, like, it's just derived from environment, and yes, there's natural aspects to it. I just have to think when you're born and you have this natural IQ and curiosity, and you're put in a setting that is conducive to you learning more about those curiosities, you're going to discover some stuff, right? Like, that makes sense. But if you're born thinking you're just like everyone else and you're not empowered to discover something, you're not going to discover something, right? I think some of the biggest ideas were not from the world's biggest geniuses, particularly in the 21st century. I would say it's true in the 15th, or really since the beginning of time till the 20th century, because you would have to have your own ability to find material, versus now we have this whole online world where you can discover absolutely anything if you want to. You don't need a degree to be able to find, you know, how to do quantum theory. You can go online and figure it out. And so I think now we're at the point where everyone is capable, per se, of an idea. It's just, how do we empower the entire population and give them access to resources to be able to have equitable outcomes in that way? So I loved that quote. Let me know what you think about it. You know, of course there's going to be different opinions on that, and like IQ and nature versus nurture. But yeah, I love that, and I believe in the future he shall be. I think that's true. Sorry for this ramble. Anyways, I guess that little tangent is also reflective of the fact that I like to just reflect on my Saturday mornings on anything I'm interested in. So here's me putting on some facial sunscreen, which is relevant. And here I'm putting lemon in my hair, which is a natural way to lighten it. I'm going to the beach, so I do want to get those sun rays on my hair. And then I'm going to make my favorite oats. I am actually a vegan, and yes, I am a vegan who eats honey. And these are my power oats, using this peanut butter with protein in it, chia seeds, which are really high in protein, and of course the lovely benefits of strawberries. And I also add just the oats themselves really have a lot of protein as well. So I'm going to bring that with me because why not? And yep, here I am getting ready to go. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope that you find this helpful in planning your next relaxing Saturday. I'll see you next time.